Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Stating the Goddamn Obvious. It's been a minute, but we're back. And with that, we're also back to our regularly scheduled intro. Pranay, what is the website telling us today for your obvious fact? Are you using a website still? Well, what is the case here?
That is not the case.
You just forgot it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
I have forgotten.
Oh
but
my
I
God.
will give you an obvious fact. It's somewhat obvious. It's obvious to people who play Pokemon. But there's this one Pokemon named so you guys know what Jirachi is, right? Obviously.
Yeah.
So, in general, my obvious fact is Pokemon RNG is completely broken. It is, it's one of the stupidest. The percentages, honestly, I need to one day, see if the percentages actually map out to what it is real life, because it cannot be true. So, there's this one move called Iron Head, which it has a 30% chance of flinching, and I was playing against someone, and I was definitely going to lose. But my Pokemon was faster and knew Iron Head. And I flinched this guy at least 8 times in a row. Which is a 0.3 to the power of 8. 0.3 to the power of 8.
Maybe their Pokemon was just a bitch.
Maybe, man. But it was one of the stupidest things I've ever seen in my life.
That's a point.
I felt bad for that guy.
0.0065%.
Yeah, I felt bad for that guy. It was,
Bro, imagine how tilted you are at the end of that.
Disgusting.
It's literally you know what that feels like? It's like when you're playing League and then you look at your death and it's like how long you were CC'd and it's 25 seconds.
Damn. Imagine moving.
Literally happened to me.
I saw that there's this one clip of this completely fed Mord. I don't know what she built, but she CC'd with 1 Q and it lasted 30 seconds.
Yeah, because you can just infinitely stack it if you have enough CDR or something stupid. It's fine. I'm not upset. We're good. Is that your obvious fact?
That is my obvious fact. Yeah, Pokemon RNG is stupid.
Very good fact.
Okay. We take those. All right, Noah. What is your obvious fact?
The first known Egyptian pharaoh was named the Scorpion King, and I kind of wish our politicians would pick cooler names now. I would much rather be ruled by a scorpion president as opposed to Joseph Biden.
So what would his name be? What if you had to name him?
I don't fucking know. Fucking the White Ninja.
Yo, that's fine.
Have you guys been getting your stimulus checks?
No.
For some time I didn't, but then my dad filed something, and now the total amount of money I've gotten from the government over the past 6 months or so is around 5,000.
Okay.
But
So does that mean you're gonna be?
Don't you have to be within a certain income level?
Bro, I don't know. I'm getting the money. I got a letter today, and Biden was just like, "Yo, I gave you $1,400. Spend it wisely or some shit." And I was like, "Yeah."
Joe Biden personally took an envelope, put $1,400 cash in there, and mailed it to Pranay.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, so
Yeah.
Pranay, does that mean you're going to be taking us all to El Queso
We will be going
with your newfound money?
We'll be going to El Queso. Do that.
That's
a good plan.
We'll be sponsoring this trip.
Yeah, it is.
You want to hear about our recent El Queso experience? You can check out the last episode 22. We talked very in depth about
did.
that.
We actually did. This is facts.
It is
Honestly, my memory is not great, but I will say our past episodes very good. Go check them out. Shameless self-promotion. All right, Jacob, let's hear it.
So
What you got for me?
yeah, yesterday was 4th of July as of recording this, and so I was like, yo, I should make an American kind of fact, and then I saw this, I was like, yo, what the heck? So apparently the Declaration of Independence wasn't actually signed on July 4th. It was signed on August 2nd, but since all the states ratified it on July 4th, that's when we celebrate it. But I always thought that they signed it on July 4th, so now you know.
I mean,
The more you know.
it's completely
I'm sure
arbitrary.
Aeon already knew this, but
Noah,
What?
did you already know this?
No, I didn't.
Oh, what? Oh,
you didn't.
Yeah, you're
Ooh.
lying. There's
Oh
no
my
way you're
God.
lying.
To be honest, like the Revolutionary War is just, I don't really find it super exciting. It's just not
war.
my favorite period of history.
what
Okay,
is your
that's fair.
favorite period of history?
What?
What is the favorite period of history?
Oh, World War II, obviously.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
they have
okay, yeah,
tanks.
so-
They
yeah.
have
Like,
tanks.
it's
Yeah, that's
legitimate.
crazy.
World War
That's
II is
just fun.
legitimately
Yeah, for real.
an action movie. You have like very clear good guys, very clear bad guys, and the good guys have like the super weapon that they're working the entire war to complete, and then the bad guys are like doing all this shit with like rocket engines. And the Nazis were whack. Like they apparently sent a bunch of people to Antarctica to figure out if the Earth was hollow, and they could like bounce radar waves
What
through
the
the
heck?
Earth. Like it's some wild shit, man. And like you know how like in Indiana Jones, like in some of the movies they have like Indiana is like trying to grab some artifacts before the Nazis get to them. Like
Yeah.
that was based off like real shit. Like the Nazis were like super into this like weird occult stuff. So during the war they sent like people out to like try and find ancient magical relics to like win the war for them, which is just some serious like Sunday afternoon cartoon shit. Like that's just some whack ass villainy.
Actually, I read about this recently, but there was this British thing during World War II called Operation Fortitude, where like Churchill sent a bunch of like inflatable tanks and inflatable
Oh, yeah.
like trucks and stuff like that to like distract the Nazis.
No, like, yeah, like that was honestly probably like the biggest debate of the entire
That's
of
so
entire
huge,
human
brain.
history. No, like they had like so many parts of it. Like, so basically, it was
Wait.
it
Is
was
this a history fact?
sure. It was launched before the D-Day invasions, so the Allies obviously didn't want Germany to figure out where they were landing, right? I mean, they couldn't really hide the fact that they were going to invade France. Like everybody knew it. Like, I mean, it was pretty obvious. Like you put a bunch of troops and shit in Britain. Like, where else are they going to go, right? So instead, they were trying to like hide their true landing location. So yeah, those inflatable tanks, like all that stuff, was part of like a huge bait to just like get the Germans to believe that they were landing in a different place that they were actually going to. It's like not Normandy. And there was like a bunch of different parts to it. Like they had the inflatable tanks. They had a whole fake army that they set up like a fake headquarters with like fake radio transmissions and shit for. They took a guy's dead body, put it in a general's uniform, stuffed it with like fake fake maps and like landing plans, and then chucked in the ocean, where they I guess they knew that would wash up on shore. And the Germans found it. And they were like, "Oh man, this is like some dead general with like a bunch of secret plans and stuff. This is OP." But it was all the
So-
bait.
They fell for the bait.
Yeah, they fell for the bait. Like after D-Day,
Educated.
Rommel was like, "We need to like launch all of our troops at the beach like right now." But Hitler was like, "No, man. I'm telling you, this is just like a diversionary operation. I know where they're landing, and it's not at Normandy." So
That
for
gets
like
baited,
about
man.
like
Well,
a month, the Germans were like convinced that the Normandy landings were all a diversion to hide the true landing, when the true landing was itself a debate done by the Allies for this exact purpose. Basically, the Allies were like
This is
big, yeah, it was just
IHS
big
right here.
brain.
see.
The Allies were super big brain, and Hitler was very small brain. Probably in part due to the fact that he was taking like a bunch of drugs at that point.
Damn. I remember I was reading this thing on Reddit. It was like this. There was this soldier guy who, like, apparently he could have just like shot Hitler. Like Hitler was like pretty much dead to rights, but then he like spared the dude his life because he like didn't have any weapons.
Remember, kids, every time you have an opportunity to kill somebody, take the shot. That person could be Hitler someday.
Good life lesson.
Yeah.
Is it though? Is it really though? Is it though?
All I'm saying is, you never know, right?
Except when you do.
I mean, what are the chances that you spare somebody's life and that person ends up becoming another Hitler? Like
They're
you
not
just don't
zero.
know. Yeah, they're not zero.
Not zero.
So pull the trigger if you're having having second thoughts, like doubts about the morality of like murdering another person. Don't think about that. That person could be Hitler.
If this podcast gets canceled, I'm blaming Noah.
I
Look.
feel like there would be multiple moments that we could like
all I'm trying to do is like spread my knowledge and show what I've learned by studying history.
If this is the catalyst that just sends it all, whatever, there's some phrase here that I could use, but if this specific thing is the reason, it's Noah's fault. And even if it's not, it's still Noah's fault. Probably.
How is this my fault? Look, you know what they say, right? Those who fail to learn from history are doomed to repeat it. What have we learned from history? Some guy aimed a rifle at Hitler, didn't take the shot. That Hitler later went on to commit like some of the worst atrocities of history. Therefore, if you have your rifle pointed at somebody and you're thinking about whether or not to take the shot, history tells us that you should take the shot because that person could be Hitler.
I do not know if the odds stack in your favor.
But you just got destroyed by facts and logic.
I mean, like you just told me, Pranay, probabilities are bullshit.
Oh my god!
Oh my!
I'm
galaxy
totally
braiding you.
The empirical examples here.
PJ.
Look, I mean, like Cobb literally just said that, like your odds of like flinching that dude 8 times in a row were like what, like 0.6 something percent. Yeah,
I mean,
so that means by like
bit.
process of like of fucking what do you call it? The commutative property, the transitive property.
I just say,
by the transitive property,
what the fuck?
your odds of aiming a rifle at a person and that person being a future Hitler even if they're super low. It's gonna happen.
Look, can I just say, I completely disagree with Noah here, but it sounds like Noah's giving like a rebuttal or some shit, so I'm on Noah's side. Like, I don't even care. Like, he's my partner, we go all the way. That's my PF partner, by the way. That's my PF partner.
I feel like even in the last episode, there was this thing where Pranay was right about something, and Noah was completely like wrong. But he sounded like he was winning the argument because Pranay was just being stupid.
Okay, I mean
this
time I just said like a line.
Yeah, no, the funniest, it was like it's like the Invisible Man thing. And I was like, why would he want to see his family? And Pranay was like, because he loves them. And I remember I wasn't even trying that hard. I was just like, but why? And Pranay was just like, I don't know what he was saying. But it was so disjointed. It sounded
like you won the argument, even though like you clearly were wrong. But, good times. Check out those past episodes.
Exactly. If you're confused by what we're talking about, fuck you. Watch our past episodes.
Which is the episode Pranay likes a lot? Is that the very first reboot one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go check out that episode, and then you'll just listen to the rest. I promise you. Fingers crossed. Like that's our quality episode right there.
That is quality.
Anyways, moving on. My obvious fact, at least to me, and probably the three of you, but not to like our listeners, is that my sister recently got married on the 28th.
Yep. And
is she in California now?
No, she's at home right now.
When does she
go? Like in a week.
I see.
Because it takes time to like pack all the stuff, do all that. So
I mean, yeah.
Well,
is she moving here permanently, or is it a permanent thing? Permanent move?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, like maybe they move somewhere else like later.
I
don't know. Like I don't know what you're going to say, but yeah, then she's going over there. Like
no. I was just for like supposedly a long time,
Yeah. No, did you ask a question?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say like your sister got pretty lucky. I mean. Just because like the weather is so whack, like the fact that
yeah, that was wild. So we can kind of just like talk about it. So Noah and Pranay came to like the wedding in the morning, and then like in the evening there was like the reception, which Jacob also came to. So then everyone was there, and Joey was supposed to come,
But
Then you got
He was-
on
COVID.
Sunday, the day before the wedding, he got his second shot of Moderna, and he's like, "Guys, I don't feel so good." And I was like, "You're so stupid." Literally, man. I told him about this like easily like a month in advance, if not more. And I'm just like, look, like, don't do anything stupid. Keep this day free. And he's like, I got it, man. Like, I'm there. I was like, okay, good.
anytime Joey says he's got this, you know it's doomed.
Yeah, it's just ultra doomed, man. It's unbelievably giga doomed. So Joey didn't come, but it's fine. I told him if he was feeling sick, like I don't want him to come and then just like die.
Yeah,
That's not
yeah.
super optimal. So it's better he probably just stays at home and recovers. Especially because I heard Moderna's second shot is like destruction.
I mean, I wouldn't know. I took Pfizer.
I also took Pfizer.
Yeah.
I think we all did.
Oh, really?
I think we all.
Why
did,
did you
actually.
guys
Yep.
take Pfizer?
I don't know. It's just what they had.
And it just seemed like the OP one. And it
It's-
was the one when we called, it was like they were like, we have the Pfizer one. And
I think it's generally like supposed to have less side effects.
Like
Isn't it
the,
like
the also the percentages on like success I think are like slightly higher.
or like the
Yeah.
for it doesn't really
Yeah.
matter. I think if you
No,
get Pfizer,
but-
Moderna, it's not like a huge deal. But
Yeah.
anyways, so the wedding thing was in the morning, and like with Indian weddings, it's not just like the one day where all this stuff happens. Like there's stuff happening for like several days before. So like I had like so many family members and just like friends and stuff in the house at like all times. It was very, very a lot.
Did they all stay with you, or they stayed in?
Yeah, so I think let me do like the mental counting in my head. There's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Just doing the mathematics.
Eight,
Mathematic.
There were like 12 people living in my house for like a week. When normally it's just 4.
Wait, so where did everyone stay then?
So I have my room. So normally I just like sleep by myself in my bed, but my dad came and he bunked with me.
I see.
Ah, very
And so then
nice.
we have a guest room downstairs, and we had a guest room upstairs. So 2 people are in the guest room downstairs, 2 people are in the guest room upstairs. My sister got her room to herself because bride. Understandable. Master bedroom I think was like went to like 3 people, and then like 3 other people slept on the floor. So
No, rip those other 3 people.
I mean they're fine with it. So
Okay, well, unrip them.
yes, indeed, unrip them. But yeah, I don't know. Indian weddings. I don't know if Renee has been to like any other Indian weddings or anything, but they're like there's always just like so much happening.
Yeah, I've been to stuff in India. I've been to one. I went to an actual wedding and not the reception here of someone else. But like that one I didn't know anyone, so I just sat like in a corner and just like ate food
Yeah.
and came. But like the ones I've been to in India also like yeah, I didn't go full fledged, so like a lot of people invite my grandpa usually to places. So like
Yeah.
there was one
Oh,
summer
popular
there was
man.
one summer where it was just me and my grandpa because I went alone to India, and for some reason this summer there's a lot of people that are inviting us to weddings. So I remember some days we'd have a couple weddings, and so we would just have a routine of we go to a wedding, we'd talk to the people. My grandpa would be like, "Hey, how you doing?" And then he'll show me. He'll be like, "Hey, this is my grandson from America." I'll be like, "Hi, I'm from America. How do you do?" And then and then we say bye. We go eat, and we go to skirt onto the next wedding, and repeat the process.
Efficiency is key.
But that is what I
Yeah.
used to
That sounds
do.
nice.
Hmm.
Sounds nice. Get the food, say hi, and then say goodbye.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think of like the wedding reception or the wedding ceremony in the morning? It's kind of long. I know you guys were kind of just like chilling for most part.
I'm
But
be honest, I had no idea what was going on.
didn't you like read the thing, Noah? There were like some papers we like stuck on the walls of like
I mean,
what each.
I don't read just random papers on the walls. Like
I told you about this paper.
I know, but like I looked over and I was like, that seems
Or
like
maybe
a lot
Renee
of.
was the one reading it. I saw one.
I was
Seems like a
reading
lot
it for
of
some
words.
time, and it was a lot of
Oh,
words.
okay. Renee read it. Yeah, it was really lengthy, but I mean, it just kind of is what it is.
I mean, yeah.
But then, yeah, ceremony happened. Literally, man, I see them and I'm like, hi, and then and like a second later, like they pull up with like the monitor switch, the entire setup, and I'm just like, my lord, these are my friends, everybody. Hello.
If it wasn't you, you'd be doing the exact same thing.
I gotta agree, but like still.
To be honest,
I am allowed to have
be
this
honest,
reaction.
I was like, when we first got it out, I was a bit scared how like people would react. I was a bit scared specifically how Mrs. Mom would react, actually, because like I was like, maybe she'd just be like, these dumbasses, so just like sitting in a corner, just like playing Smash, and so she did see us, I guess, the first time when we set it up, because we did go to a different corner.
Yeah, I sent them to like this room, like on the side with like an outlet and stuff.
They just even scouted out the place for you guys.
But at like midday, she did see us when they were transitioning. So then I think, to be honest, then I think it was decently okay to do it because they were just transitioning from wedding to reception. But in the beginning,
Is this when I showed up?
Yeah.
Eventually,
You showed up a
you
little
showed
bit
up, like,
after,
much
yeah,
later.
but we were there for some time
Yeah.
before you.
Yeah, we were just chilling. They helped me. You two helped me with some boxes, so that was nice. I don't know. It was all like if you watch like all this transition, man, it was like a huge
Yeah, it
operation.
is a
You're just
well-oiled
like,
machine,
oh my
I will
god,
say.
like it's a
Yeah.
machine. Yeah, it's actually kind of nuts
It like
to watch it go from one to the
people
other.
knew what they had to do and they just did it. Yeah, except some people just like, just go get this, just go get that, and then
Yeah, I was
you're
like
just
running like to the.
where
I
the
made
hell
like
do I go?
over like 50 to 100 trips to the car, like there and back. It's kind of crazy. But the venue itself was pretty nice. If you looked out like to like the outside part of the venue where the sort of balcony is, it doesn't even look like Texas. At least
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what I thought.
No, the
The
venue was really
but
nice.
the place it was in was kind of jank.
Which
I mean, I'm pretty
I
sure
thought
that's
so.
like half the reason. Like, if it was actually developed and if
Yeah,
you look
I
oh,
out
know
at
you
the
mean
venue,
you mean
it
like
just
the
seems
neighborhood
like
around? Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Like if you want that view, you can't just have it in Dallas, right? Like,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
Makes sense. It was nice. But what happened was in between the wedding and the reception, it started like pouring, like proper like cats and dogs.
I mean, that's just kind of Texas weather. Like, it'll be sunny, and then after like 10 minutes of that, you'll have what basically amounts to a monsoon. And then after 10 minutes of that, it's like the sun's back. And then after 10 minutes, like, sun's like, all right, I'm out. And then it rains back. It's fucked.
You know, there's an urban myth that like kind of like how black hats are bad luck and stuff. It's supposedly good luck if it rains on your wedding day. So
Oh really?
Oh, very nice.
Oh, perhaps this
Yeah. I
is
didn't
not
know
a good
that.
luck chip for your sister.
Yeah, I shall tell her this.
yeah, it's supposed to be like say that you're gonna stay married for a long time if it rains on your wedding day.
Oh, Pog.
Yeah.
I did not know
I mean, with the amount of
Yeah.
rain we had, that means that they're probably going to be
What was really
married for the
funny
next century.
to me is that like after they came and they set it up, like there was a whole ceremony thing that it shifted from the inside to like the outside part. And so like I went outside and then they like I was like, I don't see no one Brene, but I had to do stuff so I can go and get them. But then they were just both inside for the entire
Okay,
time.
look,
Just playing
you
Smash in a
you
corner.
are
man.
the only
How am I supposed
person,
to get you, Noah?
the
How?
only person we know at that
I
wedding.
have to go like break coconuts and like lift
Yeah,
my sister up to
Part
win the
of your
garland. game and all
responsibilities
these
was
things.
taking care of your two friends who don't know any of your family. So when
If
I
you guys
see
just, like,
everybody
follow-
go outside, I'm like, okay, well, I mean, if
No,
if this was
wait, to be
important,
fair,
this would obviously
we
come
didn't
with us.
notice that people were outside originally. We did not
Jed-
notice.
I mean, we noticed. I mean, it's not like we were completely oblivious. We
What,
noticed
Rob?
eventually.
You should know by now that PJ and Noah are socially inept. Okay, this is your fault.
Look.
How is this my fault?
You invited us, all right? I mean, in the end of
Then
the
you
day,
follow
it's
me
entirely your fault.
around.
Are you saying it's
I'm
his
just
fault because he
saying,
invited us?
You know how PJ and Noah how they respond to social.
I mean, you brought this upon yourself. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, it's fine. Like, it's not like you guys were necessary.
Yeah.
I just
Oh,
thought you
really?
guys
Oh,
might
alright.
feel like watching.
Yeah.
You guys didn't have like to go break the coconuts or do all the other things.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like you've broken a coconut pretty well.
I feel like we
Have
have
you ever
talked
broken a
about
coconut
Noah
in your
breaking
life, huh?
coconuts.
I
In the
mean,
past.
Oh yeah.
to be fair, like I haven't like tried to break it with like the last time I tried to break it, I was like 10. So
Yes,
Oh.
you have told the story on a previous episode of Stating the Obvious.
All right,
Go
stop.
check out the
Oh
last
my God.
episode.
No.
We're
Calm
if
starting
no.
to
you-
sound like
and if
fucking
you want
Dragon Ball
to-
Z.
If you want to listen to other past plugs, you can listen
Oh my
back
God.
to other
Oh my
episodes
God.
of Stating the
Stop.
Obvious.
Stop.
But it is true. I mean, Noah has told the story.
Cool.
Okay, but like either way, it's not like you guys had to do stuff within the ceremony itself. I just thought you guys might have liked to see what was happening.
I mean,
This shit.
I didn't know what was happening because you didn't tell us anything.
Yeah, my fault. Definitely
Yeah,
my fault.
of
guys.
course it was
Right,
your
right.
fault.
Sorry. Yeah,
Can't do
this
that.
is literally.
This sounds
I
like
don't
I'm in
even know what to say.
a OR round.
Oh my God.
I don't even know what to tell you.
Look,
All right, Jith, what
There-
happened after that? What
Okay,
happened after
well, yeah,
this?
let's move on.
Yeah.
After that reception came and then you showed up, Bob. We still played some Smash. Let me say, I was trying to win a 2v1
Oh
for
yeah,
the longest
yeah. This is
time.
Oh,
quite funny.
yeah.
This
In
was quite
Smash.
funny. Like we kept on playing like Hayon would play random characters. I would play like some of the people I usually play, and the time
That's
he was
playing
playing Bayo pretty much the entire time. Which 2v1 did you eventually win?
I don't know. I have to go look at like, the characters
there
in
was
the
one.
game.
There was one. Jith was like, "Oh yeah, this doesn't count because no one like SD'd twice and." It's like,
Yeah, no, like think SSD, like no one didn't even play the game. Like, he just like ran off the stage 3 times, and I just 1v1 per day.
look, man, it's just how I
Literally.
roll, alright?
When we did the 2v2s, though, when I showed up, it was PJ and Jith versus me and Heian, and I was Piranha Plant. I was just kind of
Oh, yeah.
demolishing.
That's just stupid. Don't even get me started, man. Riot doesn't even know how to balance their game.
lol, lol,
Yeah.
lol.
Just throw out
But
the
I
spike
did win the
ball.
2v1 eventually. That is my proudest moment.
Very nice, Jith. Very nice.
It was, I beat up Noah's Fox, and then Pranay was playing. Who were you playing, Pranay?
Probably
I
Shaw.
mean, I was playing Charlotte, Gannon, DK, Lucas,
Did you? I feel like you played like Martha
Crom,
Lucina or
Crom,
something.
maybe Lucina.
Who were you playing when Noah was playing Fox?
I don't remember this much. Perhaps
It
Lucina.
has been a minute.
Either way, I won it. I won it right as I had to go to like do all these other things. So it was kind of bog timing.
OP.
But yeah, reception happened. I was the MC, so
Very nice.
I had to do all the MCing, and
Yeah.
then I did like a dance thing. I don't know.
I
You
will
guys were the
say,
ones who watched
the
it, so
MCing, there were some jokes that were good and some moments that were quite awkward. Not gonna lie.
which moments were awkward? Bob, tell me this.
The time that you, every single time, like you ended your speech, you're like, wait, actually, that's not what that's gonna happen. There's gonna be
Dude,
something else that's gonna
Let me
happen.
just say.
Yeah.
Let me just say. That is actually not my fault. I went over the thing, and then like the details kept changing. Like I literally discussed it, and then they kept changing. So like I was just handling it the best I could.
I will say the food was good. The food was really good.
Yeah, the food was pretty cracked. Did you like it, Noah?
Yeah, the food's pretty good. I still kind
See,
of
You
wish
know,
was
I
really
actually
cared,
I
by the
also
way, though.
liked like that you guys did it like I don't know, like it was. I think it was like fairly like at least the food stuff was fairly traditional, like lunch wise, because like it was on a banana leaf and
Yeah.
everything, and people
Yeah.
came and gave stuff, and I was like, oh, this is.
I
pretty nice.
maintain that it would have been really cool if you could wrap up the banana leaf like burrito.
Yeah, I told my parents also about that. They had wanted to wrap it up with like a burrito. They're like, oh, this is
I mean,
funny.
honestly, like
What did they say? Wait, what did
They're
they
like,
say?
oh, this is funny. Aeon is.
Oh,
Very
okay. I
nice.
need to tell my mom. I forgot to tell my mom about that.
honestly, I kind of wish I had made a burrito with like some naan. I don't know if it would work, but could have tried it.
Yeah, I mean, you
I
definitely
mean, you probably could.
could. Yeah, it'd be more like a taco though. I
Yeah.
think.
I know people do that with chapatis sometimes.
Oh yeah. Don't really you just like rip it and then just like take it and eat it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how I eat it, at least. But yeah. MC'd. I danced. What do you guys think of my dancing? My I didn't want to go with that song, but I think
I think the
ended up
dancing was
being
good. I
a
thought
good
your
song.
freestyle was good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean,
yeah, I thought it was good. I don't know what I was about to say.
gonna have to think about that.
what else were you
Renee
gonna
was like,
say?
no, he's actually garbage. I just don't want to. I'll just lie to him right now.
No, I thought it was good.
Honestly, the
I'm
only
reading Pranay's thoughts. I literally am Pranay, so I know exactly what he's thinking.
the only part of the reception I wasn't a big fan of was I don't know who was DJing, but like they put up the volume
Oh, they did
So
put up the
loud.
volume very
Oh
loud.
my-
so
It was really loud.
Yeah, it was
loud.
quite loud.
Holy
It was
shit,
really
man!
loud.
It was like being directly under a 747, but the engines were just playing Indian music instead of screaming. Actually, they
Yeah, it
were
was
screaming,
quite
but they were
loud.
screaming Indian music.
It's true. It was really loud.
Wait,
I
how?
got
Yeah, how
used to
you
it.
were
I
you
was
were
just like,
standing
I've
up there
accepted
like
this.
what?
Yeah, I like went all the way up there. I was like, whatever. Like, it's
Just
fine.
destroy my ears.
Yeah, it's all good. We need tears. I know.
I will say at the very
Pain.
end, obviously there was dancing for the end, and
There
then
was
Jit,
dancing.
Jit came up to us.
I really tried.
He was like,
Like,
"Okay,
look,
you guys
look.
have to come. You guys have to come to dancing."
I mean, you guys like
Yeah.
don't
Okay.
need to have
Yeah.
Pranay in order to go dance. Like,
Well, okay,
you
let
guys
me
can
just
just
tell the
come.
story. Let me just tell the story, Jit.
Okay,
So Jit
fine,
came
tell
up. He was like, "You guys gotta come dance." And then me and Heian, obviously, we're not into that. So we were like, Jit eventually gave up on us, and he went to go dance. And then we looked at each other, and then at this point, Pranay had to go use the bathroom. So he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go." And so we're like, "Okay." So he left. And so me and Heian looked at each other, and then we felt the social pressure. We looked at Jit. We're like, "Okay, when PJ gets back, we'll go for a little bit, and then we can." And then at this point, we're like about to leave soon. So we're like, "Okay, we'll do it for a little bit, and then we can leave." But then, PJ just did not show up.
Okay.
5 minutes goes by.
Let
10
me clarify. Let me clarify.
20.
We had to leave at like 8:30 or like 8:30, right? And
Yeah.
and Pranay goes into the bathroom at like 7:45 or something.
Okay, it was
So-
not 7:45. That
Okay,
that
was
much
like
is
8:50,
like
8 o'clock at the
7:50,
latest.
7:55.
8 o'clock at the latest. And like, by this logic, right? Like it shouldn't be that bad. Like Pranay takes, I don't know, 10, maybe 15 minutes max in the bathroom, comes out, we head over to the dance floor, do like whatever movements of the body can be minimally defined as dancing for like 10 or 15 minutes, and then we leave, right? Like it's fine. And then Pranay just doesn't come out of the bathroom for literally half an hour. And I fucking don't know what you could be possibly
Okay, well,
doing in the
I mean,
bathroom
I didn't
for
know that you guys
long.
were waiting for me to go.
It doesn't
like,
matter. Like no normal person takes that long to take a dump.
I mean, if you're just like on your phone, you could like I can see people.
This is true.
Like,
I mean,
yeah.
Still, like half an hour, Pranay. Come on.
I will say though, like y'all could have just had the balls to just come dance. Like it's not like you need Pranay to go do this.
I mean, well, I think like I don't know. It was just like I felt like it would have been like better if like all three of us just came up. Also, B, like I didn't want us to just like disappear onto the dance floor, and then Pranay comes out of the bathroom. He's like, "Where the fuck
like,
is everyone?"
It's not like he's like he'll see. He has eyes.
Okay,
He's
sometimes
just like,
I
oh my
really
god, my
doubt
friends
that.
have
Sometimes
disappeared.
I will
Somebody
be
call the
honest,
police.
I really doubt
La
that.
policia.
Like Visva, like it's Pranay we're talking about here. I've literally seen this man just like walk straight into like the entire enemy team, and he's like, "I'm gonna go kill the pink ward." So like you told me he has eyes, but does he
Come on,
really?
You know, you
really?
like pink words. For
Does
me,
he really have
for me,
eyes?
it's more of like
So
a
you tell me
cross.
that.
It's a cross benefit analysis. It's either get the pink ward or die. You know, getting the
Okay,
pink ward is
okay.
important to
Pranay,
me.
don't-
It's important.
Don't even lie to me. It was not a cost benefit analysis.
eat that
You simply
pink
just
ward,
saw
yeah.
the pink board. You saw the pink board and decided that was all you needed to see.
That was a cross benefit analysis. Infinity versus like not
Hey,
infinity.
the
Oh
pink word is
my God.
denying him vision. Hello. It's all he
Also,
can't see.
Just PJ did not see everybody leave to go outside, so that is not an unreasonable thing to say that PJ would not notice.
I guess. I mean, like worst case, he'll look for me and
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah.
dancing.
no,
so.
no, no. We probably should.
No, worst case for Nate would have just
we
gone
didn't
in his
think
car
that he
and
would be-
left. Like
It's,
that
I mean,
was a
it's
distinct
fine,
possibility.
but at least we got a picture before you guys skirted.
We
You
did.
guys had to go pretty soon after, but
that was good.
we did get a picture, which was
We
cool.
did.
So at least there is documentation that you guys came. There was a photo booth thing too. We should have used that, but we did not. So it was kind of unfortunate.
Well, overall, I thought it was pretty good.
I thought the food was actually so OP for dinner. I don't know. Like we sampled quite a few places like before we settled on whichever place we chose.
Which
for
place
dinner.
did you choose?
I forgot all the names.
Right.
I know like the people who like run the restaurants. Like, I'll tell you like their names, but that's not helpful. So, but yeah, the food was good, and
Yeah.
then Pranay drank all the mango
yeah,
lassi.
mango lassi
Yeah.
quite good, man. Let me tell you.
Yeah, my mom came and she was like, "You should put it in like one of the bigger glasses." Giving Pranay advice.
That's like damn. You're right.
It's the big brand. Yeah. God, I need to tell her about this burrito thing with the leaf though. She'll find it very amusing.
I think it's a good idea.
It's not a good idea. Though.
How is it not a good
I just hear
idea?
Noah in the corner. Like, I think it's a good idea. I maintain that it is a great idea, but it's not. Noah,
Okay,
are you
come
gonna
on.
eat the leaf?
I mean, yeah, why not?
I don't know.
I mean, people eat leaves all the time. Like lettuce is a leaf.
It just doesn't seem like it go that well.
I mean,
I don't know. Taste wise, it just doesn't seem great.
I mean,
You eat
it's not
leaves,
supposed to taste
fine.
like anything. It's supposed to just hold all the
Yeah,
food.
but those are like small,
that
like
does
on a
taste like
smaller
stuff.
scale. All right. Regardless, that's what happened. You guys skirted. You guys missed the whole thing where they like drove away in like a convertible.
Oh,
With
very
we had
nice.
like a bunch of sparklers and stuff, and then they drove off. But
Very nice.
yeah. it was pretty chill. Good day overall. So
Good times,
Yeah.
good times.
good times. And then eventually, I don't know who's gonna get married first, out of like us, but I think it's gonna be Pranay.
Yeah, so God, if Renee finds somebody who somehow thinks on the same wavelength as he does,
Oh my
It's
god.
like-
that would
Oh,
be
no.
It's a
both
GG.
the funniest
It's so
thing,
it's so,
but also the worst thing to ever happen to like
to what? To happen
And
to
you-
what?
like to the world, really.
oh my.
You
Christ.
know what they say though, no opposites attract, so oh
Nah, like in this case, I don't know.
I think it's a likes attract.
them
I feel like I don't know. I couldn't see Pranay with like I don't know like what would be the opposite of Pranay? Like a super put together, straightforward,
Yanarp.
logical.
Yanarp would be the
Yanarp.
opposite of it.
Nice.
Yanarp Mandug. Is that is it
Mad
Mandug?
Nug. Mad Nug.
Madness.
Mad Nug.
Got some
Pranay's
mad
alias.
nugs out here.
Where did you write that? Like, why do I just like know it? Like, I didn't have to think about.
I mean, I haven't read it anywhere. Maybe
No, it's you're definitely your profile name on something.
on something, probably.
Yeah.
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 I feel like I've just like seen it consistently somewhere. I don't know where though. Is it in our is our chat? Like, is our messenger
No,
chat?
I'm
It
pretty
used to be at a
pretty sure
certain.
one of
Wait,
his-
wait. It used to be a certain. But we used in our podcast squad chat.
No, I'm pretty sure it was one of your email addresses was
No, our
I feel like
podcast
you'd know
podcast
that.
chat. Everyone's names are backwards.
Yeah, but does that have last name too?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think
it does.
So.
I'm looking at it right
really?
now.
Then maybe it
Nice.
was that. I don't know. I just feel like even before PJ switched all the names to backwards, this has been a thing.
I mean, yeah, it is definitely has.
I think it has. Yes. Hey, Pranay. When are we gonna drop a new Dark Magic video?
Rip. Perhaps.
Pranay's been so
Okay,
busy.
I mean, now we could probably actually practice and do something. Yeah.
Yo, I've been reading Royal Road to Card Magic again to get my bearings back. That book is like quality. It's like a very beginner, like intro level Magic book, but it has some good stuff. Good tricks. We need to start it, Pranay.
You should post a new video.
Puck has been.
I always wondered how. Oh, he's been asking.
Puck
Right?
has been asking.
I always wondered how it'd go if we did like the street magic thing, like you see like a lot of YouTubers do. If Pranay and I went, like, would it just be the awkwardest thing on the planet?
Also, I'm not. Do you think that? Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you think the people that these street magicians are going up to are like predisposed to them, or like they have some prior knowledge, or off camera they tell them something, or do you think it's completely random?
I think it depends.
Yeah, I think it
like
depends
for
as
some,
well.
like definitely. For some, like that's definitely the
Yeah.
case where like they like the magician colludes with like the spectators. But other ones, I think it's like actually legit. It just depends on like which magician
Okay.
we're talking about. because I've honestly seen I've seen quite a bit of these videos, and some of these tricks, like I know a fair bit about like how most of these tricks are done, like in other videos, but some of these tricks, I'm like, there's no way for him to know that. Like, it's just not possible. Like, there's just either something we're not seeing, or he's just colluding with them. So yeah, but I think it'd be fun if Renee and I went and we did this.
Well, where would you even do this?
I don't know. Dallas is pretty
Yeah.
worthless.
You could go to like Legacy West or something.
Oh yeah, I guess you could, but it's like really loud.
Yeah. I mean, that's why you have to wear a mic, like one of those.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
true. That's
yeah.
true. That's probably the biggest thing about that.
Renee, should we do this?
You should.
That's good. We
This
need
would
a
be a
camera
good
person.
video.
We get to come to be the camera person.
I will hold your
I mean,
camera.
whoever's not doing the trick can just
No,
be
we
camera
make up.
person. Like if
We
if
make
you're
up.
What
if
if you
you're
do double
doing
tricks? Can't you do 2-person magic
Like
tricks?
what?
Cup.
I don't know. Don't you guys have some?
I don't know.
No.
We haven't really.
we could do really sneaky stuff though, like teleporting cards, and like I could like slip it in their pocket. Like I'll just be like a other like bystander or something. Snack.
Snack.
Get like ultra
Snack.
snack.
That would be quite snacky.
Yeah. But I think for the most part, like if Brene's doing the trick, I'll record it. Or if I'm doing the trick, I'll record.
Yeah.
Seems
I
pretty
feel like
simple.
This would be cool.
I don't know. It can't be that hard, right?
No.
Yeah. I don't think a YouTube channel like that would be too difficult. Speaking of YouTube channels, go check out the Stating the Obvious YouTube channel.
God damn it.
Very nice promo.
God, this episode is just going to be exclusively promo. If we don't say something about checking out a previous episode in the next 5 minutes, we're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
All right. With that, I have a question for you all.
Okay.
Yeah.
What things do you guys think are better online as
Honestly,
opposed to in
yeah.
person? I
I
guess.
feel like in general school is better in person.
I
but
do believe this.
on being online for a year, I will say like doing judging for debate tournaments is so much better online than in person. You can in between rounds, you can do whatever you want. You can go to whatever tournaments you want. There's no travel cost. It's so much better. And I know Jit agrees with me on this.
I 100% agree. Yeah.
It's just it's 100% better, hands out for the judge. But it's garbage for the competitors.
Yeah.
Who
It's
cares
really
about
ass
competitors?
if you're competing. Yeah. No, it just really, really sucks because I see a lot of like people, they'll be in like the same house or room or whatever as their PF partner. And they'll just be on like one camera, or they'll both have their own laptop's camera open, but like they're literally right next to each other.
Yeah, but
Because I
it's
think
not
like the whole thing about having to like call your partner on like the phone or something, or
Yeah,
having
it's
like
probably just
and, like to
garbage.
mute, unmute different things, like it's just really like it just seems so stupid.
Yeah.
I would agree.
And then like watch, we'll be in route, dude. If Noah and I did this, we'd be in route. I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna call my partner. I'd call Noah, and he wouldn't fucking pick up the phone.
Why would we call? We have Discord.
I suppose you wouldn't even join Discord. I text you, I'd be like, get in Discord. You'd
You
like,
have to,
just
you have
wouldn't
to call you
respond.
to get into Discord.
That's literally how we got you here today.
Hey, on what do you think? What do you think is better?
Online?
Yeah.
Probably basically anything that involves like looking for shit. Like looking for definitely debate cutting cards. I have no idea how they did it before the internet. That sounds like hell. Like looking for music, way better looking online as opposed to, I don't know, like fucking just looking in a random music store. That sounds painful. Same with books, movies, basically.
Book.
anything. Book.
How would people do that? Like, would you have to know what like the album sounded like, or what songs on what the song
Oh,
sounded
yeah.
like beforehand before you bought it? Or would you be allowed to like put it on the thing in the store and
that's a good
then
question.
listen to it and then decide whether or not you actually want to buy
I'm
it?
pretty sure you're allowed to put it on the. I'm pretty sure you're allowed to put it on the thing. But
Yeah,
then
but
again,
then it's just like
you're not
so
allowed
hard.
to. But then again, you're not allowed to like watch a whole movie before you decide to buy it or rent it or whatever.
Fair enough.
Right?
I feel like it's a bit different with movies, though.
Yeah, probably. But at least you got the title and the description. And
You
stuff.
get the title, description. Like, yeah, you can be like, yeah. But with music, it's just are you just gonna describe it? Like We Don't Talk Anymore by Charlie Puth, a song where he reminisces about how he and another girl do not talk anymore. Like, you're like, oh, this sounds like a great song. I'm gonna buy it. Like, what?
I feel like we take a lot of those things for granted. Like, oh, I'll just look that up. I'll just Google that kind of thing.
Yeah. Do you ever find yourself like if you're searching for some product, you always search like the best and then insert whatever product's name is, like best and then insert whatever it is you're looking for?
No.
I never realized, but like I do that a lot.
Whenever I'm like looking for a product I'm not immediately familiar with, like I look for the Reddit, like the subreddit that's just like filled with the people obsessed with that particular thing.
Have you been to the flashlights
Oh yeah,
subreddit?
dude, like they
That's
make some
a fun one.
crazy fucking flashlights. Like
Right?
some of them are legitimately just laser beams.
Yeah, like I've seen flashlights that can like set fire to things. You know,
That's
burn
not yeah,
holes
that's not
through
even the
stuff, like-
flashlight at that point. That's just like what the fuck is that?
It says destruction. You literally become Lux IRL, by the way.
Your R is just like permanently on.
By the light.
Oh, God.
Dude,
What
legit though, like
purpose do you have for that?
I would actually want that that fucking flashlight that sets fire to things, because at night when there's like bugs and stuff, I could just like roast them
Oh my
alive.
god, that's epic. Actually epic.
Finally, have some of my revenge. No, but like, okay. I remember specifically, I talked about this at some point on a previous episode, but like, I hate how every time I look, like I was looking for a specific book, and I knew it was a garbage book, which was a problem because every single list of books I looked up was just
Only
like
has
the
the
best
best.
books ever, and that's not what I was
Yeah.
looking for. I was looking for a garbage book, but I finally
I remember this.
fucking
Is this what we were
found
trying to
it.
do that?
Do you remember the book?
Yeah,
still?
I finally found it. I finally fucking found it. I don't know when I started looking for this book. It was like 3 months ago or something, but I finally fucking found it.
What is it?
It's called The Keepers, World War III. And let me tell you, one, the book cover, which was the only thing I could remember about the book. Well, I remember some of the plot points, but like I didn't remember the author or like the rest of the title or whatever. I just remembered the book cover very clearly. And let me tell you, my memory of the book cover was doing it a lot of favors. Like, I guess like at the age of 10, like I must have thought that book cover looked kind of cool or something. But like, holy shit, man!
Okay, wait. What is this book called? The Keepers World War III.
Yeah, The Keepers, World War III by
Keepers World
I think this
War-
guy's like name's like Rick Fryer or some shit. But anyways, the book cover
Yeah.
is pretty dog shit if I'm being honest.
That's a bit rude.
Yes, it's not great.
It's
I'm
not
looking at
great.
it right now. It's
But
it.
I finally found it, and apparently it's part of a trilogy, which I'm not going to read because the first one was dog shit. I'm fairly certain the rest of them are also dog shit. But yeah, like I mean, that book was trash, but
Rip book.
it was also like kind of hilarious because I don't know, it was just like bad, but like ridiculously bad. Because like after reading like the synopsis, like it started like jogging some memories, and like holy shit, man, that book was wild. Basically, the author was just like ripping off like World War II. Like basically, some dude comes to power in Germany, and like he starts taking over the world. But he has like it's like a sci-fi book, right? It's like set in the future, and the whole conceit is that this German dude has somehow figured out that if you just make your technology look like animals, it will somehow just beat the shit out of everything else. Like I fucking shit you not. Like this guy makes like submarines shaped exactly like dolphins, and there are pictures of this shit, and it is the funniest fucking thing because basically the whole reason why the dolphin subs are so good is because you can fucking they had this weird ass tactic where like the dolphins would do that thing that you sometimes see at like SeaWorld where like they stand up on their tails and like fucking like I don't know what you call it, like they stand up on their tails above the surface of the water, and there's like a cannon where the mouth is, so you just like have this dolphin sub flipping his tail on top of the water and shooting out of his mouth cannon at like whatever's on land. And this guy just made full ass illustrations of this shit, and I'm pretty sure he thought this was like legitimately a good idea or something, because as far as I can tell, it's played completely straight.
Super high level tactics.
Yeah, I thank God
just
you
haven't-
illustrated it though.
You just don't even know, Noah. Like, this is what they're working on in Area 51
No,
right now.
not in Area 51, it's in Area 50.
Plus
There
one.
are other areas, right? How far do the areas go?
Oh, yeah.
That's also a
Is,
question
like,
I've
is there
not
area like
asked.
50, like 6? Is there area 69?
Ooh.
Bruh, that'd be kind of
The important questions. What area? How many areas are there? No, tell me
I don't
this.
fucking know. I mean, like, honestly,
How do you not know this, Leon?
Yeah,
How?
this is
Uh,
a disappointment to us
it's a
all.
good question, but to be honest, I have no fucking clue. Oh wait, actually, hold on. I know that there's like a few other areas at least, because there's like area 47, 48, 49. I don't know how high they go.
Where does it start and where does it end, Noah? Tell me this.
I don't fucking know, man. I mean, honestly, they might have just picked a
Find
random
out.
number. Like, that's what they did for SEAL Team 6. Like, when they made SEAL Team 6, like, there weren't actually 6 SEAL teams. They were just like, let's call it SEAL Team 6, and, like, maybe, like, it'll make the Russians think that we have 6 SEAL teams or something. But they just picked a number.
Nice. Debated again.
It's a big debate.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
learned today's episode that if you ever want to win a war, just debate your opponent.
It's a massive big brain.
It is true. This is the way. The Trojan horse.
This is the way.
Right?
It's just historically correct.
Yeah, I have
just
to
fact.
wonder, like, where did they, like, how long did it take them to build that horse? Because, like, it's a giant wooden
isn't
horse
the
on
Trojan
wheels.
horse like? Isn't the Trojan horse a myth?
I mean, probably, like, but, I mean, Troy was, like, a real city. And, I don't know,
yeah,
like,
like the city and stuff was real, but like the horse was a myth,
hypothetically, right? Like, if they were to have built the Trojan horse, how long would it have taken? Is, like, what I'm wondering.
Probably a long time.
I don't fucking know.
I don't know, Noah. How am I supposed to know this? You're the one that does history with Noah. Like, what the frick?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, why
It's
are you
not history
asking?
with
Why are you
Vista, man. It's
asking
not
these
history with
questions?
Vista for a good reason.
I don't know. But, I mean,
You have the highest likelihood of being able to answer this question.
Look, my specialty is history, not fucking wooden horse building, alright?
You should know everything.
Shut up, Renee.
Okay.
My lord. Okay, but now we're going to be going into the fall semester, IRL, I guess, right? For Cobb, BJ?
Yeah,
Y'all
I
are
am IRL.
going
Yeah.
first. Noah
I'm
coming to
IRL.
UTD in spring, Pog.
Are
But
you going IRL, Jit?
yes, I'm going IRL.
Okay.
I'm moving department actually.
Oh, Jit.
Yeah. I
I'm
learned
also
some
in an
recipes.
apartment.
Very nice.
So I don't end up like Brene, where I'm just cooking the same thing, perma, and I just hate it. Weren't you cooking that like turkey thing or
No,
something?
I mean like I knew other stuff, but the turkey thing is just it's very economical, right? So like it.
And as an economics
Yeah.
person, you gotta make that choice right there, you know?
But like it's so I think, and also like last semester, at least in the beginning, wait, actually it's kind of weird. In the beginning, I was on top of my game with cooking, but then I got bored eventually. But like before that though, like after that, once I just like got so bored, and my schedule was still a little bit busy, and then it just never got to the normal state of just like cooking what I
Cooking
did in the beginning. But my
Yeah.
semester next, this coming fall semester should not be as bad. So hopefully I will be able to do more stuff.
Yeah, I'm not taking as many credit hours as I normally would, so I have a bit more free time to do like other things. I'm trying to build like a healthier schedule, but we'll see how that goes. Anyways, my point was, since now we're going IRL for classes, and in the past, we've only done like online classes. What classes did you think were useful or not useful? And that's however you want to like value it, I guess. So like maybe like a home ec class or something was like the most OP class you ever took. Even if you're CS major like me, but I can
Yeah.
answer the question.
Yeah,
I mean,
you start. Why don't you start, Jit?
I know exactly which classes have probably
Then
been
you should tell us.
the most useful. So for like CS, it is just data structures. That class is probably like the most OP class to take. I don't know whether it's data structures or advanced data structures, but we'll just say like that general topic of class is the
Okay.
most useful.
Fair.
Least useful, like I think the least useful classes are like the core, like the required classes you have to take. Like there are some classes that I have to take. I think there's one freshman year and now one junior year that I have to take where it's not even worth a credit hour. Like it's just they just make you do it.
Oh, Rip, what is it? What do you have to do?
It's called like Univ something something. It's just like you're like randomly assigned some sort of just like general project that you do with some random people. I don't know. It's the most confusing
Huh.
shit. It's completely useless. They just make you do it for God knows what reason.
Hmm.
So that's probably been the least useful. I've taken some fun classes. Like I enjoyed art history. I wouldn't say it's useful, but it's nice. I liked it. I don't think it's useless.
I will say.
How about you guys?
Yeah,
That's-
I'll say for me, the most useful class, hands down, is human physiology.
Oh yeah, you
It's-
have been
it
going
goes-
on about this class, how good it is.
It is good. I mean, yeah, if you're doing anything medical related or even just like biology, honestly, I think you should know this class because it is very, very important. It gives you a basic overview of like every system you have in some level of detail. I think it is actually really good to just know these things. But then the least useful class that I've ever taken, oh yeah, for sure. There's this constitutional government class that you had to take that. Okay, maybe it's not. It's maybe if you've never taken a gov class in your life, this would be useful. But like, this is the most basic stuff ever. It's like, how many terms does the president sit? What are the two branches of Congress? Like, I mean, this should not be a college class, but I guess maybe if you never experienced the government in your life, you're like, yeah, this would be useful. But honestly, that was the most useless class ever. Like, I could probably have taken the final without sitting in that class one day and gotten 100.
Yeah, I believe it.
Just
I
has
mean,
been.
yeah,
he
honestly,
knows
my
these
problem with like those college classes that go over like super basic shit, like basic gov, is that if you've somehow gotten to college without ever learning anything about like your country's system of government, you're probably not going to learn it from that intro to gov class.
Noah's such a savage,
I'm
honestly,
just,
but he
like-
doesn't even sound like it. Like it's so casual, but he's just like, you're all fucking stupid.
I mean, it's the truth.
It's wild.
Honestly, yeah. To be fair, there's this one kid who leaned over to me in that class, and well, not during a test, obviously, right? It was just like during a lecture. It was like about Congress and stuff like that, and he's like, "So, Congress is in these two houses, right?" I was like, "Yeah, kind of." So he's like, "That's the executive and legislative, right?" I was like, "Oh my god, please tell me you're kidding me."
No.
Yeah.
Honest mistake, Kyle.
And
That's when I really took to heart Noah's words. I was like, yeah. I
Alright.
remember Noah just like when we were leaving, we went back to West, and one of the teachers asked, I forgot who, but they asked Alan like, oh, is it cool like being in college? And he's like, yeah, everybody's so much more dumb than they were at West. Like I was definitely surrounded by much more smart people when I was here.
I mean, it's it's true. Like for some reason, Plano West, I feel, has an unusually high concentration of smart people.
I
I mean,
think
it's-
we were just in that high like
no, I'm
the people we stuck around with were extremely smart.
you know
Like
what?
that
the-
concentration was very
The
high.
only thing that I can think of right now, while you guys are talking about this, Pranay will get it. Pranay, are you ready?
Yeah, what?
The clap. The thunderous clap.
clap.
What the
Thunderous clap.
Oh, it was heard. It was
That's
heard
all I
from
could think
God.
of today.
The thunder
Okay, well, now
clap,
you're
man.
gonna have to
You'd have
explain
to be
it,
there to witness.
you have to explain this now.
What?
So there's obviously other sections of West that we did not know, like we did not interact with.
Oh wait, you have told this
Yeah,
story.
we have.
before.
We
have
definitely have.
explained
We
it.
told you probably like
We
the
explained
instant
it.
after it happened. So like,
Yeah.
one day Jit and
Oh,
I were
yes,
going
I
to.
know
We're
this
going.
story. I know
Okay,
this
let me tell
story.
you up. Okay, one day.
Okay, I'll let you tell
One day
it.
Jit and I were going at a debate. I think I forgot either we're going outside to our next class, or we're going to leave school. I think it was probably we're going to leave school, but we're walking out. We're going onto one of the staircases, out of the debate room, going to the staircase, and out of nowhere, we see this guy, just full force slap someone, like a girl's ass, and it was so loud. Like when we say thunder, it actually sounds as if there was lightning that struck right next to you. And at first we were so shocked. We thought someone was going to kill another person. Like we thought she was going to kill him just because, like, clearly, like this isn't a normal thing, right? At least for us, it's not a normal thing to just destroy someone like that. And then like the second after though, she was very irate. Then she turned around, she saw the guy. She's like, oh, that's fine. It's okay. You're my friend, or some nonsense like that. And Justin and I were just so confused as to why that was an okay thing to do in general. Like, I still don't understand.
Can you imagine PJ thunderclapping someone?
I can't. He did too nice.
But honestly, PJ has said that he would like to slap.
I have
something
said
once
I would
in
like to
his life.
slap people or slap some.
This is sure.
I don't know if thunderclap is the thing I'd like to do, but
It was the thunderclap.
The
There are
thunderclap.
other thunderclaps, and there's the
Oh,
thunderclap.
God,
This was the man. Like I was like, I thought he died.
I thought like someone had broken something. Like something had to have happened. And we're the only people astonished at this thing.
We were. There was no one else in the hallway, man. It was.
I'm gonna be honest. When we were in high school, I thought we were fairly mature and like old and stuff. But now looking back, like, no.
Why
way.
would you ever think that about our friend group?
Well, maybe not you, but
Wow. All right. I see.
Oh my! Absolute destruction! Oh my
Okay.
god!
You know, on the
but I feel like compared to the people that enact the thunderclap and stuff, like we were fairly mature.
I
back
mean,
then.
Yeah, probably true.
Yeah, it's
Like
probably
I
true.
feel like compared to the average teenager, the average American teenager, like I feel like we were pretty mature.
thunderclap
I
to
mean,
be
you
loud.
compare anything to the average American teenager, and it probably comes out looking pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
fucking
That's probably true. Too.
fucking dumpster fire would compare well to
Hey,
an average American
but-
teenager.
I mean, we're kind of big brain. Remember when we were at that like burger place, and then we created a whole system of economics in our poker game?
Oh yeah.
That is true.
Holy shit.
You can't do that without the AP
Yeah.
macro micro knowledge voice.
We
God, we're
created
such-
money. This is how the bank sectors create money.
When you're joking about like giving out microloans with your friends over poker, like that's how you know none of you are like cool at all.
Rip. It was good. We had a whole system. I was like the shark. I was
He was a loan
the
shark.
fucking- I was just loan
Yeah.
shark. Yeah. And Noah got in on the action.
I mean,
Paco was just taking out a million loans for his life. It was just like loans upon loans.
PJ started going into debt, and I was just kind of in the middle class.
see what I
I'm
saw
really
happening
good.
was like Vista was just like handing MK money, and MK would immediately just blow it, like going all in on the bad hand. And I was like, look, this is just a moral hazard, all right? You keep giving him money, but that means that he needs to succeed in order for you to get back your money. And like it was just a terrible cycle. It was a terrible cycle. Like this was basically reenacting like the 2008 financial crisis in a poker
Yeah,
game.
not gonna lie. Facts.
Yeah.
But yes, back to what I don't even know what we were
Okay,
talking about.
on the tangent before though, for me, I think I've seen a lot more smarter people than we have.
Yes, that's what we're talking about.
Than we have at West. I will say I think I've gotten a bit better appreciation for how smart Vincent is. But other than that, I feel like that there's like quite many smart people around me in ZCMU.
I don't know, like
Yeah.
maybe I'm biased, but I felt like all the smart people I met at my school were like juniors or seniors, it felt like most of the freshmen had no clue what was going on. Or
I think that's just the common thread with
Yeah.
freshmen. It's like, so what is happening?
I mean, like, honestly, I might just not have picked up on like the majority of smart people, because it could be that smart people were just not talking. It's entirely possible.
Yeah.
Like, I find that the people who talk the most tend to be complete dumbasses.
I don't know. I'm sure, like, I mean, you'll have people who have all sorts of qualities. Like, you'll have, like, the ultra smart people who can also be, like, ultra immature.
That's true.
You know,
Yeah.
there's, it just being smart doesn't mean one thing or another, right? It just means what it means. You're smart, you're immature. Like, you can have any sort of combination. I don't think anything is like, there's like a set trend for how it all works.
I mean, I wasn't really talking about like maturity that much. It's like basic knowledge of shit.
Yeah, I was reading this Reddit thread like last night where it's just like, it asked about people who knew super smart people and their stupidest moments, and you just, you know, you'd be surprised. Like, people who can do like these insane mathematical, they'll work on like the Higgs boson, no, it's just something like that. I forgot what it's called. They'll like work on that shit, and then they like won't know how to use a microwave or something. Like, it's, you just have all
I mean,
sorts of.
sometimes you just have moments when your brain stops working.
Yeah.
I mean, I have those moments about every day.
Unfortunate.
I think men probably have those moments more than women, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like men just stop thinking for a while. We're just that's fine.
Yeah, I feel like
We're
every
fine.
time I see, like, I don't want to say like girl, because that feels like a little bit demeaning, but woman gives like a sense that, like, I don't know, like, what would you even call people in our age range?
Young adults.
Young adults?
Yeah,
Young adults.
But that's like so. I mean, okay, that's like not like.
I mean, I think
Like,
that's
I'm talking
fairly
about
apt description.
specifically.
Yeah.
I don't know, like women, but I don't
What?
like.
How
I mean,
many-
used to. Like, I don't know, like, I feel like every time I see like a girl or like a woman like in the library or whatever, like, I'm like, they're probably doing work. Every time I see like a group of guys in the library, I'm like, they're not doing shit.
I mean,
Well,
that's
most of the
just
time,
true.
You'd be right.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's just knowledge born from experience.
Yeah.
Like, you give a group of guys something
you
to
just
do,
learn.
like they're not doing shit.
But I will say, if it comes down to like the last 5 minutes,
Oh,
the guys
yeah.
will get it done. They will get it done.
It's all about the clutch.
Facts.
You know, I heard this quote recently that if you do it last minute, it only takes a minute to do.
This is true. This is quite true.
It's hard to argue with this assessment, guys. It's hard. All right. But what I am happy now to introduce is a brand new segment that was born in the last episode? Make
It
sure to check out
was.
the last episode if you haven't done that. There we go. There it is. But this new segment, now dubbed Smash or Pass by our very own Pranay Gundam, is a series of rapid fire questions.
Okay.
And to start it off,
I see that the first question is, what is your favorite animal? I just want to say the overall name of Smash or Pass is terrible for this first question.
Okay, perhaps we
Look,
could-
I'm not the one who came up. Take it up with Pranay. I didn't come up with the name. Okay, I rolled into this call, and Jacob was like, "Look, Pranay came up with this name. This is the new segment." I was
Hey,
like,
I
"All
will
right,
say,
we'll go with
in
it."
general, I think it is a pretty good name because it's like speed dating. You kind of assess like a
Okay,
Smash
but,
or
like,
Pass vibe.
For
this
what
first
is your
question-
favorite animal for Smash or Pass?
For this first question, this does seem a bit sketch. I will concede this.
All right, it's fine. We're gonna keep the name, no matter whether it fits or not.
Let's go
We
get
take these. We take these. Pranay,
Yeah.
what is your favorite animal?
My favorite animal is a penguin.
It's one word answer.
Okay,
We don't
fine.
need all this like contextualization. What are you writing an essay?
Okay,
Like
fine.
you don't have to repeat the fucking question and the answer. Okay, Noah, what's your favorite animal?
Eagle.
Cobb.
cheetah.
Mine is a dog. Pranay, what's your favorite dessert?
My favorite dessert pie.
Pie. Noah.
Cheesecake.
Jacob.
Key lime pie.
Me. Kroger cake. What is your favorite orchestral piece, Pranay?
Adagio for strings.
Okay. No.
Host Jupiter.
Okay. Gob.
I like NMD.
All right. Question's dumb. It's Bach's reverse fifth minor.
Nice.
That probably exists. I don't know. Renee, what is your favorite piece of electronic equipment you own
My
right now?
headphones, the Sony WMX 3M long name thing.
Okay, Noah.
My PC. Easy.
Gob.
Headphones. Sennheisers.
Very nice.
Myself, probably my electric guitar. Now, is that it?
That's
Yeah, that's
basically
it.
Very nice. Dude, I like that segment. I do.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
not the name, but I like the
I also
segment.
said, I was also the one who said we should probably do those kind of things as well. I will mention that.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Like we should
Hey,
redo the segment.
Okay.
We do have some good segments here. Most
Indeed.
notably,
History
history
with
with Noah.
And
Uh,
give us a
that is
history
a
fact.
good
Yeah.
Historically, you're a dumbass.
It is a history fact.
It's hard to argue with this assessment. All right. But to end this episode, we will give you a few life tips that can maybe one day save your life.
That is what a
And-
life tip is.
Yes, these are actually the best kind of life tips because it maintains your life. Facts. Okay. Let's begin. Thank you, Reddit. Shout out to Reddit for sponsoring, but not really sponsoring this segment. If unusual and loud sounds are coming from the ocean, get the hell away from the ocean because it is the sound of a tsunami.
I feel like at that point you're probably already dead.
Isn't it also when like the tide is super low and like the
Yeah.
ocean recedes like miles? That's a tsunami coming.
Yeah. I wonder how many people are like, "Oh, it's that low," and they're like, "Oh, this seems like a
I
good time
feel
to go,"
like
and then they just
it
get.
used to be
Surfers.
like a lesser known fact.
Surfers, perhaps.
What?
Yeah, I feel like if you're surfing, you probably have like more knowledge.
that
right,
is
about, like, how.
Yeah. I feel like that's like sort of like a fact that's been widely disseminated that like when the tide like recedes, that's like a common sign of like a tsunami, like imminent tsunami. But I feel like during like I don't know, like the 80s or 90s or something like that, it wasn't as widely known, which is where you get those stories of people just like going out into like the dry seafloor and like going like, "Hey guys, look, the beach is a lot wider, so go look at the ocean."
Hey, I don't know if this is like true, so you can tell me if I'm wrong. But there's some like I don't know, like fishing villages in like Southeast Asia that like whenever a tsunami came and like the tide receded, like obviously all like the fish, like because it was super fast, the fish would just sit there on the ocean floor without any water and they would die. So they quickly before the tsunami come go out and pick up all the fish because they can like eat them and sell them and stuff like that, and then go back in. And I don't know if this is true, but I remember reading it somewhere.
I mean, it sounds like pretty reasonable to
kinda
me,
funny.
right?
What do
Like,
they
I mean,
do
why
when
would-
the tsunami comes? Do they like take
Run
shelter?
away.
Like they
Panic.
just try and get out before it hits.
It's a speed run.
Because, like, I mean,
wait,
they're,
how,
like,
how
super
long ago
desperate,
was
right?
this? Like, or is this?
I don't know, but even like now, I'm sure there are some tribal people that do this.
Oh yeah, that feels
If
like
it's like
something
a-
that
If
possibly.
they're
Possibly.
tribal, how are they gonna escape a tsunami?
I don't know how often tsunamis even like occur.
I
I
don't
feel
know.
like they occur relatively frequently. Like there was the big one in
Yeah.
2004 in Indonesia, and then there was the 2011 one in Japan.
I mean, we only would have heard about the really big
Yeah.
ones, right?
Yeah,
The
I'm
more
sure there's
mild
more,
I mean,
like,
like
ones.
medium-sized,
even
smaller
then,
ones.
like those are like big tsunamis about every decade or so. So I mean,
Yeah.
I guess like 2020s, we're probably gonna get another big tsunami. I don't know where, but
All right. Oh, okay. Another one. If you can see a tornado and it isn't moving, probably run because it's moving towards you. If you see it and it's like standing still, it's probably moving towards you.
okay, but
Yeah.
like,
Yep.
what if the tornado is just like taking a break?
Yeah.
Big brain. I don't know. We're right in like the middle of Tornado Alley, aren't we?
More like
We're, like, at
towards
the
the
very
bottom
end
end.
of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot what Tornado Alley looked like, but we're like somewhere
Looks
near
like an
there.
alley.
Does it? It doesn't look like an alley.
It looks like a pretty big
I was
alley.
like gonna agree with you.
I'm very convincing.
Yeah, no one said it. Like he was like, it sounded so convincing. I was like, yeah, you're wrong.
You can't prove it.
Okay. If this one is kind of like two in one. If all the seals are on a beach, stay out
Yeah.
of the water because they're on the beach, probably because there's like a shark or something.
I mean, they could also just be fucking. Seals do that on the beach too.
Is it easier on the beach?
I mean, probably.
Have you not seen like the seals and like elephant seals fight?
No, they also do that.
No.
Have you not? They're like super aggressive.
Oh, well, the side tip that goes with that, the more general sort of tip, is that you should watch animals. So they sense natural disasters and all that kind of stuff like way before us. And
Yeah.
so they'll, display weirder behavior, like running for higher ground or just being on the move in general.
Wait.
So
Has there ever been a tsunami in like Australia or something off like the Great Barrier Reef?
I'm sure.
Yeah. Probably at some point.
What do the animals in like the coral do there? Do they just die?
I don't
Hmm.
know.
I mean, I
don't
think with
think
the
so.
Great Barrier Reef, it probably like I don't know how
You know,
far away
I
from
think
the
it's
coast it
I think
is.
it's actually like it does serve as a barrier to the coast.
Yeah. Well,
So,
no,
like,
it is called the
Yeah.
Barrier Reef.
Yeah, so the tsunami probably doesn't hit the coast because it probably gets stopped by the barrier reef, but like the barrier reef also is probably getting hit by these.
Yeah, but like
tsunamis and
it's
stuff.
huge, right? So like it's gonna have like the energy is gonna be dispersed across like a really wide area. So I'm sure like maybe like some coral get fucking demolished, but I mean, really, I mean, it wouldn't have made it this long if every tsunami that came along just demolished the entire reef. I mean, really, it takes things like human caused climate change to destroy the Great Barrier Reef.
I guess a tsunami is kind of like a forest fire, right? Like,
I
sure,
guess.
some of the forest burns, but like afterwards, that's like where everything new grows and like it's necessary.
I don't know about that, but I don't.
I mean, it makes sense.
I mean, I don't think tsunamis are necessary to like growing reefs or anything like that. That doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, but I don't think it
I mean, you
really
have to
hurts
kill
it.
all the old stuff, otherwise it won't leave.
Yeah, but like
Right.
trees and reefs are different things.
Fair. All right, Jet, hit me with one more tip.
One more. All right.
One
let's
more
see.
tip. Save my life.
We'll try to do this, Scott. Do not perish.
I will.
Good
die.
tip, good.
Let's see. Oh, this one I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory, but it's just if you ever get into like a fight, don't really fight fair. So if they have like a bladed weapon, accept that you're going to get cut, and so use like the back of your arms to take the brunt of the cuts instead of your gut. And if they
Yeah.
have like a huge blade, like a machete or an axe, and you have no choice but to fight them, then get in like super super close so they don't have room to do big swings, so they can't really do much to you or as much to you, I guess. Just fight dirty, kick them in the balls, bite them, scratch their eyeballs.
Honestly, my
Scratch
plan,
my fault.
my plan if somebody tried to like knife me or something was always to try and like bite their throat. Like I don't.
Oh, shit.
seems like it would be
just
pretty
rips
effective.
off their esophagus.
I
He just
mean, like,
goes-
yeah, I mean, like-
It's a vampire angle, boys.
I mean,
you
it
definitely
would, yeah,
could.
you'd probably kill them, right? Like I feel like
Yeah,
that's probably reasonable. I guess they
and your
could.
teeth are
Yeah, I
definitely
guess they
strong
could
enough
probably
to do
bring
it.
down their chin, but in that case, you could just like bite their face off, like that.
Yeah, you definitely could kill someone by biting their neck if you were biting hard.
Yeah.
Cobb knows this.
Yeah.
He,
So,
he
I-
does
yeah,
the
I
physiology.
I think the goal would be to try and like get within that sort of distance, and if they try to protect their face, you just bite whatever's in the way until they expose their neck, and then you bite the neck.
Just
Yeah,
acts.
Fighting Heike
like
underrated
Feral Dog.
in like
Basically.
biting underrated. Honestly, I think if you just act weird enough, I think I mentioned this in some.
You think
other,
you can
like,
just
life
chomp through
tips.
someone's finger, just straight through it?
Oh yeah,
Easily.
Including
easy.
the
can bite your
bone.
finger.
Including the bone.
Yeah,
Like,
easy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can. The only thing like fingers are as easy to bite into as carrots. The
Really?
only reason we don't is because our brain is like, don't do it. Like our
Well, I
brain
mean,
just
yeah.
stops you. But
hey,
like,
wait, that belongs to you.
yeah, if it's your own finger. But like, yeah, you can easily bite off someone's finger. Easily, like not even a
Yeah.
question.
I mean,
So, yeah, if it's like life or death, do it.
I kind of
Yeah,
wonder though,
bite
like
dirty.
how weird would you have to get before, like, in order to get somebody to just like not want to fight you?
if you're just really like, if you start doing like super really weird things, like start acting like a monkey and start making like hissing sounds and shit, like man, people will leave you alone. Or you start like yelling like Latin at them and like scream in like circles or something and start like running like in a circle around yourself. Like people will just leave you alone. Honest
Yeah.
people will leave you alone.
You sound like you're talking from experience here.
I'm telling you right
Well,
now,
I've just seen a lot of, like,
somebody
Supernatural and
stabs you,
Buffy
the
the
best thing
Vampire
to
Slayer,
do
but, like,
would just to try and like moan as hard as you can and just be like, harder, daddy.
What the heck?
They will stop wanting to stab you really quick. I can
I don't know if
guarantee
this
that.
will be
I
your
think the
first thought,
shock-
though.
the shock would result in them probably like letting the weapon go, because I don't think the first thing you want to do is remove
Yeah,
it.
and
Right?
then you,
It's the
you
only
run
thing
away
that's
with the
stopping you
knife
from
inside of
bleeding
you,
out.
and you go to the nearest trauma center where Cobb will be there, and
Yeah,
he'll patch you up with his knowledge of human physiology.
Physiology facts with Cole. If history facts,
Yeah.
physiology facts.
maybe we'll see this segment in the next
Yeah,
episode.
perhaps.
Stating the
I
obvious.
really
But
don't
for
think it'll
now,
be as fun as Heian, but we will
I don't
see.
think it will be, but we'll see in the next episode of Stating the Obvious. So with that, make sure to unleash unparalleled destruction upon that like button. Make sure to I can't come up with something. Bass drop.
I thought we've
I
already done
already
this.
used
We've
this.
already
Lame.
done this.
What is it? You know what? We can just use it again. Bass drop a comment, and then we can have unrivaled, unconquerable, unelectrocutable, absolute, complete, utter obliteration of the follow button.
I
Or is
like
it
to
the
say
subscription
shit.
button? Or
Do them
follow
both.
button?
Why don't you do it both?
Do them both. You know what? Just do them both. And leave us a comment. Let us know if you like this rapid fire smash or pass kind of section. Renee's little brainchild. At least the name. Let us know if you want us to change the name. We can do that. Can we do that?
We can do that.
Definitely can do that.
We can do that.
We can do
Promise you
that.
guys. With that, thanks for listening. Make sure to go check out the past episodes. And we'll see you in the next one.
If you're confused by what we're talking about, fuck you. Watch our past episodes.